Welcome back to ABC General Hospital channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of betrayal, intrigue, and simmering tensions that threaten to explode across Port Charles. Josslyn Jax is at the center of a storm that has unraveled family ties, ignited bitter rivalries, and left viewers on the edge of their seats. Get ready as we unpack the explosive twists and emotional turmoil surrounding her story. A dangerous revelation at the docks. The docks of Port Charles have long been a hub of intrigue, but never have they felt so perilous. Once a backdrop for simple exchanges and covert deals, they've now become a battlefield of deception and betrayal. It was here, beneath the eerie glow of moonlight reflecting off the water, that Josslyn Jax faced a moment that could define her life. Her heated confrontation with Anna Devane wasn't just a clash of wills, it was a symbolic collision of ideals. Anna, with her decades of experience and calculating demeanor, represents control in chaos. Josslyn, on the other hand, embodies youthful determination, her actions driven by passion rather than prudence. In this charged encounter, Cyrus Renaud loomed like a dark specter, his presence adding layers of danger. His quiet smirk and calculating eyes revealed his enjoyment of their discord, a divide he's all too eager to exploit. This encounter left the once vibrant docks shrouded in a new kind of fear. Could Josslyn's reckless actions compromise Anna's carefully laid plans to bring Cyrus to justice? What seemed like a fleeting clash could very well unleash a chain reaction of consequences. And as tensions rise, the docks are no longer just a setting, they're a harbinger of doom for the unprepared. Giovanni Palmieri, the unexpected catalyst. Amid the chaos, Giovanni "Gio" Palmieri steps into the spotlight, a figure as enigmatic as he is pivotal. Once dismissed as just another newcomer, Joe's story is proving to be one of the most tantalizing threads in this unraveling tapestry. His connection to Josslyn runs deeper than casual friendship, sparking speculation about a burgeoning love triangle that involves Emma Drake. But Joe's past holds secrets far more shocking than anyone could have anticipated. Whispers around Port Charles suggest that Gio might be the love child of Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri, conceived during their wild teenage years at summer camp. This revelation, should it come to light, would shake the Quartermain and Falconeri families to their core, forcing them to confront truths long buried in the sands of time. Even more compelling is the question of Joe's fate amid Josslyn's turmoil. Will he become a victim of her fiery temper, an ally in her quest, or something far more tragic? The potential for Gio to serve as a sacrificial lamb to the greater story looms large, and viewers can't help but wonder if his injury or loss could serve as the catalyst for even bigger secrets to emerge. Josslyn Jax and the loaded gun. At the center of this spiraling saga lies a moment so small and yet so significant: Josslyn's discovery of a gun among Dex Heller's belongings. What began as simple curiosity has morphed into something far more sinister. The firearm, cold and unfeeling, has become a symbol of the path Josslyn stands on, a road paved with danger, vengeance, and life-altering decisions. As Josslyn contemplates the weight of her actions, the gun becomes a metaphorical ticking time bomb. Every glance she casts at it, every fleeting moment of hesitation, builds a tension so palpable it feels as if the weapon itself might explode. Her friends and family are increasingly alarmed, sensing the danger that comes with an emotional teenager wielding such power. Speculation is rampant about whom the gun might harm. Could Gio, the rising star of her social circle, be the unintended victim of her wrath? Could her emotional turmoil lead her to target the wrong person, forever altering the lives of everyone involved? The choices she faces are no longer just hers, they're tied to the fate of an entire community. Choices and consequences. With every action Josslyn takes, the question grows louder: who is she becoming? The choices before her are as stark as they are difficult. Should she give in to the anger and grief consuming her, risking everything in pursuit of a personal vendetta? Or can she find a way to channel her pain into something constructive, using her intelligence and bravery to outmaneuver those who seek to harm her and her loved ones? Anna Devane, the voice of caution and reason, plays a crucial role in this unfolding drama. Her years of navigating perilous waters have given her a patience that contrasts sharply with Josslyn's impulsive nature. Yet even Anna struggles to balance the fine line between strategic inaction and overreach. Her calculated decision to let Cyrus Renault walk free after questioning left Josslyn disillusioned and furious, adding yet another layer of complexity to their already fraught dynamic. As the stakes rise, viewers are left wondering whether Anna and Josslyn will find a way to work together or whether their differing approaches will lead to disaster. The stakes keep rising. The longer this story unfolds, the higher the stakes grow. Josslyn's life has been turned upside down, and the ripple effects of her decisions are spreading far beyond her own circle. What began as a personal mission to seek justice for Dex has spiraled into a web of alliances, betrayals, and unforeseen consequences. Every new revelation seems to shift the balance of power in Port Charles. Friends turn into enemies, old alliances are tested, and loyalties are questioned. For Josslyn, the lines between right and wrong are becoming increasingly blurred. Her pursuit of justice no longer feels like a noble endeavor, it's become a dangerous obsession with unpredictable consequences. As each day passes, Port Charles grows darker, more volatile. Explosive spoilers hint at an event that will shake the very foundation of this community. Josslyn's next move could very well determine the future, not just for herself but for everyone in her orbit. Will she rise above the chaos, or will the storm consume her? Next, we're diving into a deeply emotional and high-stakes storyline that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's talk about the complicated web surrounding Brooke Lynn Quartermaine and the enormous secret she's grappling with. Secrets have a way of creating ripples, and sometimes they turn into waves capable of crashing into the lives of everyone around us. In this case, Dante Falconeri, a figure from Brooke Lynn's past, could become an unexpected player in the unfolding drama. Months ago, Dante and Brooke Lynn shared a conversation about the skeletons lurking in her closet, and Dante left no room for doubt. He preferred that this particular truth remained hidden. But why? Could he be the father of Brooke Lynn's child? If so, his reasons for keeping quiet could stem from a desire to avoid chaos, particularly now that his ex-wife Lulu Falconeri is awake and slowly reclaiming her place in the family. The potential collision of these two worlds would be catastrophic, raising questions about loyalty, trust, and the boundaries of secrecy. What would Chase think if he discovered not only Brooke Lynn's hidden motherhood but also Dante's involvement? The stakes are enormous, and every decision Dante makes could alter the course of multiple lives. On the other hand, Tracy Quartermaine's pragmatic approach to life might bring an entirely different flavor to the unfolding drama. As a matriarch who has weathered her share of family scandals, Tracy understands the value of discretion better than most. If she learns about Brooke Lynn's secret, she's likely to argue against its revelation, presenting her case with an icy clarity. Tracy would highlight the damage such a revelation could do, not just to Brooke Lynn's marriage but to the family's carefully constructed reputation. The Quartermaines have always been experts in navigating murky waters, and Tracy's ruthless logic might convince Brooke Lynn to shelve her confession indefinitely. After all, Tracy might reason, what good could possibly come from revisiting the past when the present is finally stable? It's a classic case of weighing emotional honesty against the practicalities of maintaining a life already teetering on the edge of stability. But perhaps the most compelling argument for secrecy might come from someone even closer to Brooke Lynn's heart, her mother, Lois Cerullo. Lois knows Brooke Lynn's pain better than anyone, having been there when her daughter made the heart-wrenching decision to give up her child. That shared history of sorrow has forged an unbreakable bond between them, but it also comes with its own set of complications. Lois's protective instincts might kick in, urging Brooke Lynn to bury the truth for her own good. Lois could remind her daughter of the immense toll such a revelation might take, not just on her marriage but also on her own sense of peace. Bringing the past into the light could reopen old wounds, both for Brooke Lynn and for those who were once part of that painful chapter. Lois might even have insider knowledge about the child Brooke Lynn gave up, adding another layer of complexity to the decision. Is it possible that Lois's silence serves a deeper purpose, one tied to the child's current circumstances? At the heart of this intricate web lies Brooklyn herself, caught in a whirlwind of conflicting emotions and uncertain outcomes. Telling Chase the truth about her child could be an act of liberation, freeing her from the burden of secrecy that has weighed heavily on her shoulders for years. Yet, it also carries the risk of shattering the foundation of trust that she and Chase have worked so hard to build. The dilemma is as much about courage as it is about consequences. How does one decide whether honesty is worth the potential fallout? And even more daunting, how does one predict the reactions of those closest to them? As we untangle this complex narrative, it's clear that the forces pulling at Brooklyn are not just external but deeply internal as well. She is navigating a minefield of guilt, fear, and hope, each step threatening to set off an explosion that could change her life forever. Will she succumb to the voices urging her to keep silent, or will she take the leap and risk everything for the sake of truth? Stay tuned as the drama unfolds on General Hospital, because this is one storyline you won't want to miss. Next, we're taking a deep dive into the whirlwind world of General Hospital star Lee Grahn. From fiery political commentary to bold personal opinions, she's not just a daytime TV icon, she's a lightning rod for controversy. Let's explore her social media escapades, the reactions they've sparked, and what they reveal about the intersection of celebrity and activism. Lee Grahn's sharp wit and fiery rhetoric have long made her a polarizing figure, but her recent remarks on California's devastating wildfires took the conversation to a new level. Using her Threads account as a platform, Grahn painted a grim picture of the fire's toll on her home state. "The devastation is incalculable," she began, her words a poignant acknowledgement of the chaos and despair faced by countless families. Yet, Grahn didn't stop at empathy, she pivoted sharply to deliver a blistering critique of political leadership. "The disgusting, petty, ugly, uncaring words from the next president regarding this unprecedented disaster are unforgivable," she declared, her frustration palpable. While some applauded her for speaking truth to power, others questioned whether her pointed remarks crossed the line into divisive rhetoric. Either way, Grahn's commentary brought attention to both the human cost of the disaster and the ongoing political climate. For her, it seems, silence is not an option when so much is at stake. This isn't the first time Lee Grahn has used her platform to dive into America's political and cultural divides. In fact, her earlier remarks about the economic relationship between blue and red states were equally incendiary. In a bold Facebook post, Grahn criticized what she saw as ignorance among some red state residents while highlighting California's contributions to the national economy. "California is the fifth largest economy in the world," she wrote, underscoring her state's global significance. "We give more to this country than any other state and keep many red states afloat with our tax dollars." She continued, "Perhaps those in red states should keep their ignorant comments about California to themselves and instead be grateful we exist." While her words resonated with some who share her frustrations, others accused her of alienating entire regions of the country with her broad generalizations. Yet, Grahn seemed undeterred, firmly planting herself in the camp of those willing to speak uncomfortable truths, no matter the backlash. Of course, nothing could prepare her followers for her most recent and arguably most shocking series of comments, in which she directly referenced Satan while critiquing former President Donald Trump. In a post that quickly made waves, Grahn mockingly referred to Trump's upcoming event as a Satan convention and gleefully noted that it had been downsized to a smaller venue. She didn't stop there, adding a dose of biting humor about his famously coiffed hair. "His wig is weather-resistant, so fear of it freezing is non-existent." However, fear of him being publicly loathed is a big trigger for the pathologically disturbed felon. The post was vintage Grahn, unapologetic, sharp, and dripping with disdain. While her fans rallied behind her, praising her fearless approach, critics were quick to call her comments inflammatory. Still, Grahn's unapologetic voice continues to make her a focal point in the ongoing cultural battles playing out across social media. Grahn's critiques of Trump didn't come out of nowhere, nor are they limited to her most recent posts. The actress has been vocal about her disapproval of his policies and behavior for years. Her departure from X, formerly Twitter, in November was a direct response to Elon Musk's perceived ties to Trump, signaling her unwillingness to engage on platforms she believes compromise her values. Leaving this toxic space was an easy decision, Grahn said at the time. For her, activism isn't just about words, it's about actions that align with her beliefs. But this raises an important question: can a public figure balance a thriving entertainment career with such overt political commentary, or does one inevitably overshadow the other? Grahn seems determined to prove that she can do both, but not without sparking debate along the way. What makes Nancy Lee Grahn's story so compelling is not just the content of her remarks but the reactions they elicit. Her polarizing statements have created a stark divide among her followers. Some see her as a fearless truth-teller, unafraid to confront injustice head-on. They applaud her willingness to use her platform for activism, arguing that celebrities have a unique responsibility to advocate for the greater good. Others, however, feel that Grahn's outspokenness distracts from her role as an entertainer, alienating fans who might not share her views. For some, her approach represents a growing trend among public figures to blend artistry with advocacy, a move that reflects the increasingly political nature of modern life. For others, it feels like a departure from the escapism they expect from their favorite stars. But perhaps what's most fascinating about Grahn's social media presence is how it highlights the shifting role of celebrities in our culture. Gone are the days when actors, musicians, and other public figures were expected to remain neutral on political issues. In an era defined by social media, fans expect their favorite stars to take a stand, especially on issues that align with their brand. For Nancy Lee Grahn, her long-standing role on General Hospital has given her a platform, and she seems determined to use it to effect change, no matter the personal or professional cost. Her willingness to speak her mind, even at the risk of alienating some fans, reflects a larger cultural shift toward authenticity and transparency. Yet, it also underscores the risks inherent in being a celebrity with a cause. In the end, Nancy Lee Grahn remains a fascinating figure precisely because she refuses to fit neatly into any one box. She is an actress, an activist, a provocateur, and a polarizing figure all rolled into one. Her fearless approach to social media ensures that she remains a central figure in both the entertainment and political spheres, whether people love her or hate her. As the story of her bold commentary continues to unfold, one thing is certain: Grahn's voice isn't going quiet anytime soon. Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital channel for more updates on your favorite stars, and as always, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the stories shaping daytime television and beyond. Until next time.